Hello there, fans that we don't have. This is Skeet Eli versus the internet. And we're gonna kill the feminists today. I think that's a pretty good intro.
Yep, best intro ever. Okay, so this may be a little far-fetched, but I believe pro-life groups should be categorized as terrorist groups. No matter how peaceful they may be, pro-lifers terrorize American women, people with uteruses. For the sake of simplicity, I will be using PWU in this post. By either using physical force or psychological abuse, such as manipulation, intimidation, and blatant lies. They work off vulnerable PWU and pretend to take them in and care for them while they really strip them all bodily anatomy and choice guilting them into carrying to term and giving them false medical information. In addition, they are trying to pass laws that can be viewed as a security threat to people of our nation. I'm talking within the US only. If abortion is criminalized, it will become a national security threat to PWU all around the nation and maybe in other countries as well. We will see death rates go up, whether it may be childbirth or back alley abortions. The pro-life movement, with their advocating, wants this. If you look at all the facts, anti-choice groups are terror groups. Terror in all caps, because that's how you talk in Tumblr. All caps and things become important.
Yes, very important.
Yeah.
There's not a single thing right with this entire post, blog, whatever the crap this is.
Tumblr is really confusing.
It's just so wrong.
So, first of all, the definition of terrorist is, someone who advocates for what they're trying to achieve through acts of violence. And
very violent, very violent.
Yes,
we are all
yes.
terrorists for having an opinion.
Yeah. And even, the protesters for pro-life don't tend to be violent. And it's just kind of, ironic, because you were talking about violence while, people are protesting your opinion that actually kills people. But the people with the opinion that are against killing people is apparently the violent group.
Yes, terror. Very terror group. I'm actually quite terrified. I mean, they don't want babies to die. This is ruining our nation, people. I just love how it's no matter how peaceful they may be.
Yes.
It's okay, you're calling them a terrorist, and then you're talking
peaceful.
About peace. These two words don't go together. These do not coexist.
Yeah. But, I mean, if you think about it, pro-choice people, they're really just protecting the nation, because according to Hillary Clinton, there's an epidemic of toddlers going around shooting people with guns because of the Second Amendment.
It's pretty dangerous. We all know we can trust Hillary. I like how they want to be taken seriously, though, and then they use people with uteruses as a thing. I will be using PWU in this post. It's just why are you alive right now?
Because they don't want to offend people that don't belong to the gender binary.
But it's
gender's
dumb.
A spectrum, Wyatt.
but it's stupid because they said American women and then they said people with uteruses, so they ruined it. They're not even being gender sensitive.
Well, it's hard to follow their logic even if you agree with their logic.
They don't have any logic.
Which is probably their problem. Yeah. Anyway, this is giving me a migraine. What's the next thing that we found? Oh, okay. This is
the wisdom of baby girl.
Yeah, you guys can at least post a pic of your girlfriend once in a while, or even write a cute status about her and just let other know you're in a relationship, or just to make your girl feel good. Why hide your girl? Why hide someone you claim you want to be with? We understand you don't need to post your girl 24/7 to show your love, but at least once in a month or two or something. Females love to be shown off.
I just want to leave this planet sometimes. Oh, no, wait, that's all the time. Why does that have to be the kind of attention you need? Why is this a requirement for you to feel good in a relation? I love how it's sexist, guys. It's sexist because only females love to be shown off.
Yeah. But even the all-caps statement, females love to be shown off, is just so stupid, because it's I'm assuming that this person is a feminist. Feminists just love to be sexualized, but they claim to hate it. And it's just so stupid, because it's well, how dare you sexualize me and look at me like that? But I'm making myself look like this, and I'm doing it because I want attention.
And then they put this on, and you're just what is wrong with you? Make up your mind. Do you want to hate us because we show you off, or do you want to hate us because we don't? Come on.
Yeah. You can't win.
No, there is no victory here. Rantings of a beautiful mind. I'm sure they have something wonderful to say to us.
Do not try to be pretty. You weren't meant to be pretty. You were meant to burn down the earth and graffiti the sky. Don't let anyone ever simplify you to just pretty.
This is what women were born for, actually. This is the reason they were created, I think.
They kind of sound like pro-life people, inducing all that
graffitiing the
stuff.
Sky with baby's blood.
Yeah, definitely. Don't let anyone simplify you to just pretty.
Yeah, I love how it's like you simplify, and you're just like, no one's simplifying you. That's a compliment. That's a compliment. You're acting like this is something extremely degrading, and it's like, yep, freaking, you look great today, and they're just like, well, I'm triggered. I hate you now.
Well, that's what catcalling's become. Like, now it's just like, hey, you're beautiful. And then they just freak out at you for catcalling them, and it's like, what the heck?
I was just telling you that you aren't ugly. I'm not sexually harassing you.
Yeah. And you gotta make it deep, too. You gotta make it somewhat poetic by, you were meant to burn down the earth and graffiti the sky.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, wow, that was so deep and, inspirational, but it's not.
It's all very coherent. All right. Oh, yes, the Yes All Women movement, my favorite. All right. Yes, all women, because we live in a society where we teach women how to avoid rape, but don't teach men self-control.
Yes, because men are never taught self-control, ever.
Nope.
They aren't ever told not to sexualize women or not to treat women like meat or, not to rape women.
Well, I don't know about you, but me growing up, I had a really rough time. People actually told me I should go out and rape everybody. That's what we were into here. That's what we did in the schools. We do it in the hallways. You do it during class. It's everywhere.
Well, yeah, that's what the rape culture is, right? Institutionalized rape.
We're taught like anti-self-control. That's definitely how this works.
Yeah, and also because apparently teaching women to avoid rape is a bad thing.
Yeah, no, we definitely shouldn't teach them. We should only teach the men, and we should just leave the women out.
Yeah, totally. But you see a lot of these women that are just like, you shouldn't teach women to avoid rape. You aren't going to tell a convenience store to take down security cameras because that's oppression. There's nothing wrong with trying to prevent rape. Now, rape shouldn't happen, and it shouldn't, you shouldn't have to prevent against rape, but you do because rape happens because we don't live in a perfect and ideal world.
Yeah. All right, next one. Yes, some more Yes All Women movement.
Because we are told that boys will be boys, as if men can't and shouldn't take responsibility for their actions.
That is exactly what that saying means.
Yes.
No one ever tell me otherwise. That is exactly where the roots came from. That was actually made back in 1823. I remember. I was there. They were using it to justify rape.
Yeah. No, that's not what boys will be boys means. And you see this all the time. Like, feminists always use this term as if...
It even comes up again in our list here.
Yeah, it does. And they like using this term to be like, yeah, well, boys have this privilege and boys can get away with everything they want. But what this phrase means is like, boys will be doing stupid things because it's their nature. Whether you want to like say it's because of gender roles or whatever. But boys do stupid things, like they ride their skateboard down, a clay hill or something that's filled with bumps, and your skateboard can't, like, ride down that, and you will, like, fall off and hurt yourself.
Yeah, see, they even make up stupid things to do. Like, I don't know anyone who's gone down a clay hill, but...
Yeah, exactly.
But boys will be boys.
Well, yeah, that's what that means. It's just...
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's not talking about excusing rape or excusing, like, perversion of sexuality or whatever.
Well, even if it was, it's just like the exact same thing happens on the women's side, probably even more so than it does on the men's side.
Yeah, especially with, like, the empowerment to women's sexuality movement, which is so stupid.
Yeah.
All the slut walks. I wonder how many rapes slut walks prevent.
About negative 700%. Let's move on. Oh, yes. I love this one.
This Harley Quinn craze is just... It hurts.
It doesn't make any sense. And what is with this new Joker? He makes me cry. It's like they took what some 13-year-old girl thought of a guy, put really disgusting makeup on him, gave him these weird fadey eyes, and then stuck braces on him. And they were like, yes, this is what we want for the next Joker.
Screw the next Joker. This is what we want men to look like and how to behave. Boys will be boys,
Yes,
you know.
Please.
Like, she was fearless and crazier than him. She was his queen, and God help anyone who dared to disrespect his queen. Except for him, who beats her numerous times throughout the comic.
Yeah, I know. He's just like extremely abusive to her, and then it's like, and crazier than him. It's like, no, she's not crazier than him. She's only crazy as a result of his craziness, and she is not his queen.
You have all of these like 13-year-old girls that try to relate themselves so much to Harley Quinn, and it's like, no, that's not you. I'm sorry. Just because you like, wearing black lipstick does not equate you to Harley Quinn.
But they're so crazy,
It's just so dumb.
Okay. Oh, yes. I love this one. Date a guy that says things like, drive safe, text me when you're home, let's hang out, W your fam. Please be careful, how was your day? I'm so proud of you. Okay, no. I think dating a guy should probably require more than him just not wanting you to die. If he doesn't want to hang out with your family, obviously there's something wrong with him, so, I guess they got something right there. How was your day? I think most people say that in basic conversation, so if that's what you're gonna base it off of, you could date pretty much any guy. You're all good. I'm so proud of you. Well, give them a reason to be proud of you, and don't share this nonsense.
Exactly. Also, date a guy that has terrible English.
Yes, absolutely. Like, if I see this, if I was dating a girl and I saw this, I'd be like, I'm disappointed in you, instead of I'm so proud of you. I'd just feel like, why did you do this to me? I look like I'm dating a moron now. Oh, yes, the clowns one's my favorite.
So, y'all freaking out about the clowns as if women aren't afraid of being murdered by strange men while walking alone at night all the time. This is stupid, for a reason being that, since homicide victims are, I think, like 80% or 70% plus male.
Yeah. Well, the thing with the clowns is they were a thing before, and they used to just be like some edgy art project, and it was all over YouTube and creepy pastas, great times. And then one creepy clown shows up, and the media blows it up, and next thing you know, there's like a bazillion creepy clowns in every town. They like cited them in a town near here last week. I watched this one guy on YouTube, and he said that he like met some stoner who dresses up as a creepy clown in McDonald's. And yeah, it's just like, there's nothing to worry about with these clowns. They're just a bunch of trolls. They're like, ha, you idiots, you believe we're real.
And like, even the reports though, I've never read a story where one of the clowns actually hurt someone or actually, committed a crime. However, you have heard stories about people, like, beating up and assaulting the clowns and stuff, because they're scared or whatever.
Yeah! Oh, yes, here we go. Boys will be no, wait, they crossed out boys, super edgy. Held accountable for their actions, just like girls. I love how wrong this is, because girls are, like, almost never held accountable for their actions. It's just like, oh, it's just a girl, they can get away with whatever they want. And it's like, boys will be held accountable for their actions. It's like, when are we not? Like, what do you think all this media blow-up is all the time, where guys have raped a woman, and then there's, like, tons of media coverage, and they get thrown in jail, and it's just like, their entire life is ruined, and they're not held accountable for their actions, but girls just get to walk away.
They get more lenient sentences for the same crime that a man commits all the time. They're less likely to be prosecuted for rape when there's a woman that rapes a guy, because the guy's supposed to enjoy it.
Because, boys will be boys.
Yeah. And then when there's a domestic abuse case where it's a woman against a guy, people laugh. And it's funny. Like, on live TV, there was a talk show where this guy was telling the host about all the things that his ex-girlfriend did. Like, she chased him.
Oh, yeah, where he's like, he had to jump out the window or whatever. Like, broke his ankle or something, and the crowd starts laughing, and they're like, okay, why are you laughing? If this was a woman, you'd all be like, oh.
Yeah, he'd be burned at the stake right there on the stage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because boys are never held accountable for their actions like girls are.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Never.
Girls are always held accountable. Oh, here's your favorite.
Stop saying our wives and daughters. Women, we are called women, and the situation has nothing to do with our relationship to you.
Did they really think that's what goes through our heads? We're just like, oh, wait, no,
Apparently.
we can't call them women. We have to call them our wives and daughters. We wouldn't want to not have them be in direct relationship to us. Only men matter. Yes, that is the exact thought process that goes through my head every single time that I ever said wives and daughters.
Like, why are they even upset about this? Why are you upset about being called a wife or daughter? People say sons and husbands all the time. When people, Hillary Clinton, for example, was saying that women are the primary victim of war, I think it was. This is obviously because their sons and husbands die.
I think we should all get triggered. Those were people, not sons and husbands. They went out there and died for freedom. I think they should all have golden eagles over their graves. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna move on because this is too triggering. Oh yes,
This is the best one ever.
If a woman feels she was raped, then she was raped. The other facts do not matter. Rape does not require a rapist. Rape does not require a rapist.
No, I'm pretty sure that's
just-
what qualifies rape.
Where? Yeah, I don't think it can be rape without a rapist. Otherwise, you're just standing there screaming rape and nothing's happening. Everyone's just like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, I had a dream that someone raped me, so I'm gonna charge them.
That's probably happened.
That's probably what this is. If a woman feels she was raped, yes, because our feelings are always perfectly correct.
Definitely.
They never differ from reality.
Yeah. And the other facts don't matter.
The other facts do not matter. Like, let's not actually look at anything. If a woman says that a man raped her, then let's just send him to jail. He's dead.
It isn't innocent till proven guilty. It isn't even guilty till proven innocent. It's just guilty.
Yeah, you are guilty and proven guilty. That is your sentence. It doesn't matter that it didn't even happen.
Yep. No, that doesn't matter. Not at all.
No, we could rant about this for like days. Oh yes, here we go. This is the one I was waiting for because we were talking about women getting unjust sentences or whatever.
Yeah.
The inequality, and it's like, call it bittersweet. A high school football star who was once one of the most highly sought after athletes in the nation has had a rape charge against him dropped after the woman confessed on Facebook that the rape never happened. Brian Banks, now 26 years old, spent 6 years in prison and broke down crying when the prosecutor moved to have the case dismissed. Should women go to jail for false rape accusations? I love how it's a question. It's just like, no, they should. It should just say women should. Because of people like the one we just read before, that's why this happens. Because people think that.
Yep, and it's wonderful.
This is feminism at its finest.
Such a blessing to society, don't you think?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Modern feminism is my favorite.
Yep, 10 out of 10.
I wouldn't change a thing.
Not at all.